back with our Media Beat guest, Ben Ha. We're going to talk about his career advice. So what would you say to someone who aspires to become a CEO or start a company?
You know, I think the best advice I can give them is to start. What's really important, I think, is that the first-time entrepreneur puts that risk, that fear aside and take the risk. And it can be a very small risk, and they can do it part-time. And it's that first step that's probably the hardest to take.
It seems like most great ideas are an offshoot of something else. What are some tips for taking a concept that you love and making it your own, making it original?
I think practice is what's really important. Actually, going out and trying an idea, even if it's too close to the original. So people learn very quickly from the audience, okay, that didn't work, what does? It's that trial and error and experimentation that's important.
Do you think you need to be passionate about your product for it to succeed?
I think being passionate is a key component of being happy in your success. If you want fulfillment beyond money, passion is a requirement.
What qualities are you looking for in a new hire? Do they have to be a cat lover or a fan of fails?
No, actually none of that. We're looking for smart people who are passionate about our mission, and our mission is to make people happy for 5 minutes a day. And if they're passionate about that and they're smart enough to actually go get things done, that's what we're looking for.
All right. So most people will turn to one of your sites for their couple minutes of happiness a day.
Yeah.
Where do you click around when you need a diversion?
Believe it or not, I actually still hang out on my sites. It's one of those things where I kind of do work at the same time, but it makes me laugh. And you know, people who sit next to me will tell you that every once in a while I'll just bust out laughing, and you know, most of the times there's a smile on my face. And that's kind of nice to know that the product that you create, that the community that you create, is doing that for you.
What's one thing you wish you had known when you started out on this venture?
I wish I would have known how hard it was. Not because I would have done anything different, not that I would have not done it, but it's really hard.
How did you overcome some of those challenges?
I meet some people who have very comfy jobs, right? They're not challenged by work. They collect a nice paycheck and they're kind of happy being there. And these people have a hard time transitioning to a role in which they are challenged and they personally grow because they're just comfortable. It's like working out. Like it's like a muscle you develop. Like this hard work gets easier the more you do it, and I try to instill that in our staff as well.
So for an entry-level professional, you've said that you would only take a job when you were starting out where you could work directly with a CEO.
Yeah.
And that was challenging for you, or how?
It was a very good learning experience for me. You know, I probably learned 10% of the things that they try to tell me, but that 10% was a hell of a lot better than 10% I could have learned elsewhere. And one of the things that I did when I joined companies was that I didn't care where I got in, I only cared about where I got out. About 2 years in, I was called into the CEO's office after getting multiple promotions, and the CEO sat down with me and said, I would like you to succeed me when I retire. And that was exactly what I was looking for.
It's very dramatic.
Yeah, it was pretty dramatic. Actually, the CFO was there, and the CFO was in his 60s, and the CEO was a little bit younger. And I was in the room, and the CEO said, I would like you to be the CEO when I leave, and I'd like you to groom you to replace me. And the CFO turned to him and said, I thought that's what you wanted me to do. So I think it was half kidding.
This has been Media Beat. I'm Blake Ernstetter from Mediabistro.com. Thanks, Ben.
Thank you.